Welcome everyone to another episode of Project Assembled. Today we are talking about Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, which will be coming out next week. Really excited for that. But before we get into it, how are you doing today?
I'm not too bad, my friend. It's been a very busy week at work out lot, so I've not had any rest. And every time I've went to go and record something, I've been like flat out asleep out lot. So it's been a bit of a struggle in that lot. And obviously we've got Rock Raccoon Eleanor here, so she
Yep.
wanted to come on and say hello and that lot, and say a piece about Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man as well and that lot. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Glad to have you here. So this is the first big MCU project of 2025. I think this is going to be a very interesting one. So I'm very excited to get into this. We got a few talking points to do, and then we're going to do a game of hot seat later on when we get past all of the Spider-Man discussion. So before we get into that, make sure to subscribe to my channel, Thwip Media, subscribe to Dwayne's channel, Marvel Mad, follow our socials, and make sure to join the Project Assemble Discord server. Everything is linked below, so you can all join those and support our channels and the Discord. So, and subscribe to this channel as well, the Project Assemble YouTube channel. So hoping to grow that over the course of this year. And yeah, we got our first big MCU release coming in a week. How are you feeling about that?
I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest. It's a very different take on any other Spider-Man
Yeah.
like cartoons that I've ever seen, to be honest. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how they portray some things, how they do the story, and like we'll get into it, the animation and like characters are going over it. It's a big old roster they've got. So
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how they pull this off, sort of thing. And I'm looking forward to it. They've got to do this better than what they did. What If?
Oh, for sure. And what if
That's
was a
the
low
thing.
bar? So
That's what I mean. Now, like, if they can do this better than What If,
Yeah.
then I think we'll be on to a runner, sort of thing.
yeah. So just for some context, your Spider-Man animated series growing up was like the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I had a bit from the what was it? Well, it was on the Disney Channel. I wanna
Ultimate
say-
Spider-Man?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I had a bit of that. It wasn't as good, sort of thing. It was like it was in my early teens, sort of thing. So I sort of drifted away from that because it just looked a bit too childish for me and that lot, and it didn't really grip me, sort of thing. But the early '90s Spider-Man, early '90s X-Men, the old Iron Man cartoon as well as
Fantastic Four.
all them right up my alley in that lot, and I could watch them over and over again. That lot, they're a bit too young for your
Yeah.
time and that lot.
Yeah.
I was
My
born in the 90s, like
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I'm the oldest one here, and I know.
my animated Spider-Man series growing up was the Spectacular Spider-Man, and that is still, in my opinion, one of the best adaptations of the character across anything. And then I watched Ultimate Spider-Man a little bit, kind of
Yeah, but
like
you see,
it kind of veered off in a different direction and kind of
yeah.
got a little all over the place.
Exactly. Like I didn't mind obviously the Spider-Man you watched. I didn't mind that so much, but again,
Yeah.
it was very. It just didn't get me as much as the old Spider-Man sort of thing. Like the old Spider-Man stories and everything. I like, and like the animation and the characters he had in that. I was just hooked. And I could easily, like with the X-Men '97, I'd love for them to do a reanimated of that
Yeah.
sort of thing because I just think it's fit. It fits so well, and it's not even. The storylines back then weren't like light-hearted stuff. They were really hard-hitting stuff in that lot. So.
Yeah. I eventually watched that series, and I still remember, I don't know if you remember this, but when the whole Mary Jane thing happens and she's not actually Mary Jane and she turns into water, and then he's like, "No, Mary Jane." I remember crying at that. I was like, "Oh my God, this is
I
really
can't remember
emotional."
what I did. Yes, I can't remember what I did, but it probably got to me that lot, and I remember seeing it all in that lot, and like the extra Spider-Man arms coming
Oh,
out
yeah,
on the
yeah.
side and stuff like that. You had
Yeah.
the Battle World ones that like Captain
Yeah.
America and the rest of them. So good.
The whole
so good.
the symbiote arc was really good too, and
Yeah.
now it's all memeable with when he's like yelling at Shocker when Shocker's running up the building. Shocker, come at me! All that is just so good. Um,
Classic.
so yeah, so that was the Spider-Man series of our childhoods. Now this is the big Spider-Man series of this new generation. Um,
Yours.
from Kevin Feige, his first Spider-Man animated series that he's been a part of. So that's huge for him and Marvel Studios and Marvel Television, Marvel Animation. All of them finally getting to do a Spider-Man TV series, because obviously Sony still owns the rights to the character, and that's a whole mess with the movie rights and all
That
that.
always makes me wonder, like, they've got the rights to the films and everything like that sort of thing, but Disney can do this. It just makes no sense in the slightest.
There's a very gray area in
Yeah.
the legal stuff with that. I'm not exactly sure where that is, but it's something that needs to be fixed, and just
Exactly.
everything go to Disney. Everything.
Exactly a lot. Just stop messing around with it. Just here's another 5 billion. Just take it, Sony, and we'll just have everything. You just keep the gaming rights. Just keep the Insomniac Spider-Man and stuff. You lot just keep all that. That's bang on, perfect. Just give us the films and series and everything like that.
No more Kraven the Hunter movies and anything like that.
I ain't even gone to even look at seeing that sort of thing.
It's online now, so you can.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yep.
I'm after have a look at that sort of thing. I know it was the one that killed the Sony franchise, that lot for them. So
Yep, Kraven's Last Hunt. He killed the Sony franchise. So yeah, let's get into your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. My first, I've got a bunch of just talking points, like guiding questions. So my first question, what are you most looking forward to seeing in this?
for me, I want to see the transition from like how he is from the suit you see sort of thing, and then I want to know how Norman Osborn find out it's him, because that's got to be a massive point in the series sort of thing. Because I don't think I've ever seen like the first person to actually figure out he was Spider-Man to be Norman Osborn. I think that's completely left field sort of take sort of thing, and to have him being it, I want to see that this transition, and then see him having his like homemade suit sort of thing to is it the Future Foundation suit?
That's what it looks like. I know they named it something else just for this show. It might be the Oscorp suit or something like that, but it is the exact.
It literally is, isn't it?
It's the exact design as the Future Foundation suit. If anyone doesn't know what that is, that's the suit from the Fantastic Four when Spider-Man kind of joins them in a little offshoot of the Fantastic Four called the Future Foundation.
I just want to see that transition sort of thing, how it gets to that point, and what he feels like in the new suit, and how if it like enhances him anyway, or if it's gonna be like the Iron Man suits, if there's gonna be any little like gadgets in his head and stuff like that sort of thing. Because we know what Oscorp is like in the films and comics and stuff. So I'd be very interested to see how they portray Oscorp in this.
Yeah, I think what I'm most looking forward to is what the story's going to be, because we've got the sense that yes, he's in high school, he's dealing with, taking out criminals and stuff like that while also doing his homework. But then Oscorp comes into it and kind of changes his entire life.
With the homework bit and stuff like that, didn't that remind you a bit like Miles Morales from the Spider-Man 2 game?
I didn't think of that immediately, no.
Yeah.
But kind of, it's kind of the same.
Yeah, so he was trying to deal with his school life and then trying to get to see a professor and stuff like that sort of thing. Just automatically sort of reminded me, even though I think this is set is it high school or something like that?
Initially, it was called freshman year, so this is like his first year in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like way first starting off into it sort of thing. So I'm quite interested to see how he deals both sides of life and stuff like that sort of thing, because I'd be really interested.
Yeah, because we know, based off the concept art and all that, there are so many different parts to this story. We just don't know what the clear story is. And that's what I want to know is, like, how is Osborn going to influence things, and is that when the bigger villains start appearing? Like, I'm going to help you, but secretly I'm gonna, put you in trouble and have all these other villains coming for you, and stuff like that. I think that would be really cool because Osborn's a slimy guy. Like
Yeah.
he's doing all kinds of things. My next one. Which villain are you most excited to see?
There's loads, to be honest. Well, there's loads that's been mentioned and everything. There is mention of like Venom in this.
Well,
So,
not Venom specifically, but there is a symbiote in it.
well, yeah, all right. There's a
Yeah.
symbiote, but that's the one that's really like caught me, sort of thing. It was like, is it going to be him getting the suit for himself, and is it going to be like him going like that sort of thing, or is it going to be onto an Eddie Brock or something like that, and he'll be the villain sort of thing? I'd be really interested to see how they portray that sort of side of it, and also, it's Norman Osborn. There's got to be some reference to the Green Goblin or something like that sort of thing. Surely.
Yeah. Well, that might come up later. I think the villain I'm most excited to see is Doctor Octopus, because this is like a totally different version. Oh, I completely forgot to mention a Spider-Man series I grew up watching like non-stop when I was a kid was the 60s Spider-Man series.
Oh, jeez. I tried that when I was younger. I tried that and I could not get into it at all. It completely threw me.
If I went back to it, I'd be like, I can't sit through this. But when I was a kid, I loved that. Like, I was watching it over and over again. And the one episode I always rewatched was this one where it's like Peter and Betty Brant are researching something, and they go to this cave, and Betty gets captured by Dr. Octopus in the cave, and Peter has to save her. And Dr. Octopus was the standout character in that episode for me, and since then, he's just been a really intriguing villain, and he's the one I really want to see, like, what are they doing with him in this series? Because he looks like Dr. Octopus from the comics. He's got
he's
the bowl cut, he's got the big glasses, the lab coat. I can't wait to see what they do with him. Also, Chameleon. We get an actual metal-faced Chameleon in this, not the like flat white face from Kraven the Hunter. But yeah, I'm excited to see those two.
Definitely.
Because that villain roster is pretty big. Like there's a
massive.
There's a lot of like, I guess, unknown ones. Like there's ones like, if I named one like Butane, I don't think anyone knows who that is.
Yeah, I'm presuming that's going to be the one in the trailer as well, sort of thing, with the fire.
Yeah, that was Butane when he was zipping to him and he was shooting fire out of his gauntlets.
Is that speed one as well, weren't you? That's where he does the trip.
I can't remember who that is.
Yeah.
The Wizard or something like that?
Something like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because I remember in the trailer he does that tripwire and he falls forward and he does the Matrix sort of start moving out the hole.
I should have watched the trailer before doing this because I forget that part. Okay, what do you think might surprise you?
To be honest, I think I'm going to be surprised with a lot of the school life sort of thing.
Okay.
It's like the mundane sort of stuff and how he's going to deal with that in classes and like MJ. I presume it is MJ, isn't it? In this one, it's not Gwen Stacy, is it?
No. So MJ and Ned are not in this. It's it's Harry Osborn and Niku Minoru.
Oh right, okay.
So
I just thought that girl he bumps into in the hallway. Now I just thought that was MJ. Now I didn't realize it was somebody else.
No, I think the two main friends he has are Harry and Nico. So they are the two people with him in this series, and there's probably more. But,
yeah. Well, it's in the trailer. There's quite a few. He's like having talks with and stuff like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm mainly looking forward to. Like just like the mundane stuff. How he's going to deal with both sides of life, and how's he going to, like, obviously in comics and films and games and stuff like that, he has like his little police radio and stuff like that sort of thing. Is he going to have something like that? Is he just going to hear sirens and then just go off and find like that sort of thing? And like we know is he what, especially like a little influencer or YouTuber or
something like that. Like he's got an online presence.
Yeah. So is he gonna have that sort of thing, and he's gonna be like live streaming him kicking the hell out of somebody, something like that sort of thing.
Yeah, kind of like in the Insomniac games where he's got that social media feed and
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
going through that. I think the thing that would most surprise me is some of the characters they pull into it that they haven't talked about.
Or mentioned something. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because we know Doctor Strange is going to be in it. We know Daredevil, Kingpin, they're going to be in it. But what if like some of the Avengers come into
Cho.
it?
We got Amanda's Cho as well. Yeah, he's
Is
been
he?
mentioned. Yeah, he's been mentioned that lot.
Okay.
Iron Man's been mentioned. He's supposed to be in it.
Yeah. So like any
So,
other Avenger or like Iron Fist or someone like someone we haven't seen in live action yet. I think that would be really cool.
I know it's a bit of a geeky thing for me and Alan, but when I seen I think it was Osborn with Captain America, I was like, oh,
That's
please,
true. Yeah.
give me a Captain America. Oh, I'd love to go and see Captain America.
Completely forgot about that. Is there
It
anything?
just shows you the connects he's got as well now. Like he's not just he must be very influential around.
Yeah.
Obviously New York and all that. So what connections he actually got as well, sort of thing.
Yeah, because if it is like it is an alternate timeline, but if it's following the same timeline as our main MCU, then you've got to assume all those other heroes up to that point are somewhere around there, if not different ones. So yeah, what is there anything you are mixed on?
Not really. Like everything I've seen, everything I've heard. Like I know there was like a bit of debate about the animation style and stuff
Yeah.
like that sort of thing. I like it. I'm a really big fan of it. And I like how 1 minute it looks rather 2D-ish comic book sort of style to then it transforms into the 3D and then swinging around and stuff. All that, I think that's bleeding brilliant. I do, to be honest. I'm really impressed with it. There's not really anything that I could say I'm a bit like, oh, I'm not too sure about, to be honest. For me, it hits all the right notes for me. And also,
Yeah, for me, I think the animation style is still the biggest
really?
thing I'm on the fence of because it just looks super unrendered to me. Like there's I know
Really?
I know it's a different style. But if they went for more of like that 2D animation that they showed in the concept art, I think that would have looked really unique and really cool. And they could have done some really cool things with that and make it like their first 2D animated series or something like that. I think that would have been really cool. But obviously, if they want to do some very ambitious things with the animation, then they have to make it 3D.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't know,
I'm
this
kind
is-
of mixed on it.
I don't know. This is more targeted at your age group and everything. What do you think about the animation and everything like that? What's your take on it, or the trailer when you seen it?
When I first saw it, I thought it kind of looked like really cool, but it needed to be a bit more 2D.
You want it 2D, so you didn't like
Yeah.
the 3D stuff.
Not really.
Really? Oh, okay. It's just my old ways then. Okay, right.
Well, they easily could have just stuck with the what if animation style.
Yeah.
But they wanted to change it up and then make it unique. And I think if they wanted to take it the step further, full on 2D is the way they could have done that. But yeah, I'll be interested to see what a full episode in that style looks like, to see if that changes my mind on it. But as of now, I'm still on the fence about it.
I'm really surprised. I liked it. I was really happy with it.
My next one, where do you see this series going?
I really don't know. Because there's so many characters in it, and there's so many villains and heroes, and like there's so many different ways they can branch out, sort of thing. Obviously, I know it's going to be multiple series as well, sort of thing. So it's not going to be like your live action series where it's like seems like it's a one and done sort of thing. I'd be very interested to see if there's going to be like any cliffhanger episodes, or if there's.
I'm sure there will be.
There's got to be, surely now, especially for the ending finale as well now. But I honestly don't know. I can't think of one storyline where they're going to take inspiration from and then have that as the main overrunning arc sort of thing. Let's say there's literally hundreds of different ways they could take it, and I'm just all looking for the ride now. Like, I really am, because I think they're bringing out 2 episodes each time, I think, or
Yeah, I was going to bring that up after that. they're doing 2 episodes per week. So there's 8 or 10 total.
Yeah.
So like 2 next week, 2 the week after, 2 the week after that, and it keeps going until I think
Is it just after Captain America now?
I think end of February is when it ends.
Yeah. So when Captain America comes on the 14th, so it'll be a week or two after that. Then,
because at that point, Daredevil will be starting up right when that ends, and we're gonna save that for another episode. But
definitely.
Oh my god,
we need to talk about that as well. Ooh,
that is gonna 100%. Be really good. So yeah, the thing that I think this series will do, obviously it'll get more seasons, but I'm interested to see if, because there's been concept art. I don't know if you've seen the Disneyland ride with King Thanos. So there's a concept art of all of the heroes coming in from every side, and then there's the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, animated Spider-Man in that too. So
is there? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so is something going to happen where live action and animation cross over at some point?
Yeah, but I thought they was always going to try and keep this away from the main MCU.
That's what I hope, but
yeah, it's got to. You can't.
You never know.
The only series so far that I've wanted to come into live action itself was What If. I wanted that to come. I wanted that last episode to come into live action and have like our own Peggy as the Peggy Carter, Captain Britain or something like that sort of thing. That's the one I really wanted. But with this, and like similar to like Eyes of Wakanda and Marvel Zombies,
yeah.
I just want them to be on its own. I want nothing to do with the MCU at all now. Like it's just got its own thing. Please.
Yeah. I think the best outcome is just a season 2.
Yeah.
So 100%. That's where I see it going. So yeah, was there anything you wanted to add with your own notes?
No, I think you've pretty much hit them off, sort of thing. The one thing I will say in that is, are you looking forward to? Because I think they've concepted a few Spider-Man suits, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a few. I'll pull it up. There's a few obscure ones.
Is there any sort of specific suit that you're looking forward to seeing, sort of thing? Because I want to see him. If we're going to have a symbiote, because I always think he's Venom, I want to see the Venom suit on him, or some form of symbiote suit on him.
So the big one that... where'd that go? The big one that I think is the like biggest question mark is there's one that looks like a beetle.
Yeah, is it purpley looking one?
Yeah, there's purple. It's got like a wasp kind of logo. He's got like a full-on visor and a jetpack. There's another one that's like all yellow and he's got a cape.
Yeah.
There's just a full-on black one where he's got like the armpit wings.
Oh, okay.
The Future Foundation, and then the Spider-Man suit, the red and blue. I think that's the one I'm most looking forward to seeing. Like when he finally gets the red and blue.
That's got to be for like at the end of the series sort of thing, where it's like he's finally made it to the one he wants sort of thing. Honestly.
That would be typical Disney television, because for any of the live action ones, it's always the final episode when they get their actual suit, and that's so annoying when they do that.
I don't mind that, to be honest.
But
I'm a bit of a
you shouldn't have to earn the suit. You shouldn't have to go through all of that just to get the iconic suit. You could have that from the beginning. Yeah, that's something that I've always been like, why are you doing this? Like, could have easily just given it to them in like episode 2.
Yeah, I'll get that. What about you, Eleanor? Is there anything you're really looking forward to from this series? Like I say, it's targeted at you. This should be your Spider-Man series growing up now. So,
not really.
Yeah, is there anything you really can't wait to see on it, or
not really?
You're just looking forward to watching this sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of looking forward to see what it turns out to be.
Okay.
Nice. Well, that's all I've got for our Spider-Man discussion. If you want to move on to Hot Seat.
Yeah.
All right. You want to kick it off?
Yeah. So I'll start you off easy first, and just nice little questions.
Okay.
So, what form of film, any genre, would you always go back to watch any time of the year?
I'd say either adventure or action.
Okay. And like, what film?
Oh.
If it's an adventure or action film, what film?
like I don't know any of the Avengers ones, Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
Mission Impossible,
Oh, you had to
um,
spoil it.
any of those kinds of movies. Like just a really good action movie or a good adventure movie. Like Raiders of the Lost Ark is a
Oh,
blast
quality.
anytime. Um, like one of the most perfect movies in my opinion.
I
Um,
I could literally watch and all that series apart from the fourth one.
yeah,
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 it's just 1, 2, 3. Oops, we've got about 4, 1 to 5, all day long.
yeah. Did you like Dial of Destiny?
I thought it was brilliant. That like, I really did love it. I think it was great. The only thing that put me off was the what's it called? The facial
Oh,
animation,
the
something trying to
I
make it
thought that
look
was really
younger.
good.
It did it really well,
Yeah,
but it just looked weird. Like I'm not a fan of doing it at all now. Like it just looks wrong. It, I just can't. I just no. It just
I
looks
thought
weird
that
for me.
that whole opening sequence was really really good.
Oh, it was done brilliantly now,
Yeah,
like, and then, like going through the train and like getting the dial and fighting, brilliant. But it just looked really weird now. Like it just to me, his mouth didn't like it. Looked like he was recognizing the words he was coming out, sort of thing. It just sort
yeah.
of missed his step or something like that, sort of thing. It just weird, really weird.
Now, do you have the game?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't got it yet because
Of,
it's not on PS5 yet. So
is it not?
no, it comes out.
Oh,
It should be end of month. I think it's on PS5.
honestly, well worth going to look because we've got an Xbox Series X as well as the PlayStation. As soon as it come out like day one and stuff, we downloaded it straight away. And I tell you what, it's not what you expect. It's not like all action and stuff like that sort of
Yeah,
thing. There's loads of like puzzles you
yeah.
have to do or go around like we're where are we now? We're in Egypt now, aren't we?
No, think so.
Yeah, we're in Egypt now. I've just gone underneath the Sphinx, and there's like so many little like treasures you have to pick up and find. And honestly, 100% go and get it. It's one of the best Indiana Jones games I've ever played. And I played the ones back on, I think it was a PS2,
Yeah, or the
ages ago. Now, like,
NES. There was one on that too.
oh no, I never played the one on the NES. Now, like,
Oh,
I would
really?
play a PS2. Yeah, I played that on PS2, and the one on the PS2
Or
was
was it
brilliant.
64? It was one of the Nintendo consoles. There
Oh
was an
yeah,
Indiana
we
Jones game.
we weren't a Nintendo house. We was a Sega house. We was
Oh,
Sonic number one.
sworn enemies of Nintendo.
Yeah, exactly. Sonic number one all day long. All right, so this is a bit of a. This could be a conversation starter now, because I know what hers is, I know what mine is, so I'm very interested to see what yours is.
Okay.
What is one moment in your life, like any sort of moment at all, that you're most proud of?
Wow, that's a big one.
I know what yours is.
What's mine?
I'll tell yours in a minute.
I don't know.
What
Graduating. I don't know, like graduating high school or graduating college,
oh, bless you. Okay.
something like that. I don't know.
Bless you.
Sounds
That really
sounds like a
I've thrown
cheesy
you that one,
answer,
didn't it?
but that's the first thing I could think of.
Oh, bless you. Well, I know hers for a fact, because in 2022 and 2023, she performed in front of what was it, 6,000 people?
Jeez.
No, 7. No, yeah, 6,000.
Yeah, 6,000
Wow.
people in the biggest child choir there is in the world, and it's called Young Voices. And we went both years to go and see on it, and I was a blubbering wreck. I wasn't that sort of thing. It was absolutely amazing, and she did us proud, bless her. Like, I was ever so proud of her, and I just we've got videos, and she's singing all loads of different songs like Titanium.
No.
Yeah, he sang
We sang
Titanium.
Titanium.
Yeah.
We sang. Oh, there's one we sang.
Oh, the Lion King medley.
Yeah,
We
we
sang the Lion King.
Muppets.
The Muppets medley and that lot.
Yeah, we sang. Oh no, something from the Beatles, I think.
Yeah, the Beatles medley. Yeah, the Beatles
Yeah.
medley and that lot. The Yellow Submarine and everything. So her moment like that, me and Mum, and then I was all ever so proud of her in that lot, because in a choir, 6,000 people.
Yeah, that's huge.
We've been terrified. Exactly. Is it NEC? No. The Resorts World Arena, weren't it, in Birmingham? That's where you performed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Resorts World Arena. I'd say Resorts World Arena in Birmingham. Loads of live acts going like perform at it. And
There was like famous people there. There was one famous people each time we went.
Yeah.
And we had to sing with them.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
wow.
they sang and we sang too. But like most of the time I was at the back singing, because I didn't like come to the front, but I was at the back and I was running around at the back just singing at the same time. But there was one bit where we had the break, and I was like laying on the floor because like I sang so much that I went really hot, and I felt like I was gonna pass out.
Yeah, that's huge. 6,000 people is like insane.
Exactly. I'm ever so proud of her now. I say, and then my most proudest moment, I should say having Eleanor is just a proud dad. I am proud of her. I am proud of having Eleanor. But I performed. It was nowhere near as good as her, but I performed in a venue called De Montfort Hall in Leicester. And I must have been probably 1,000 people I performed on. And we did a Steven Spielberg's medley. And it was like a drama performance.
Oh,
and you had the music to E.T., music to Indiana Jones, because I have a fight in the middle of the stage.
Oh, really?
It was brilliant. I was like the
That's
bad
awesome.
guy, and like we're squaring off, and like do. And then when he goes do, the kid like comes round, hits me like that, and I just obviously it makes it look real, and I just like fall to the floor and like whimper around the back and stuff. Absolutely brilliant, and there's like a bit at the back. Another one of Steven Spielberg's films. I can't remember which one it was now. And we're supposed to be in this like cinema and stuff, and we're watching this film. And the girl that I'm sitting next to, we start like pretend making out, and then she lifts me up by the chin and then drags me underneath that lot, and like we come back all hot and sweaty and stuff like that sort of thing. And my mum and nan was in the crowd, and when we do that sort of bit in the scene, they shout, "What are you doing behind there?" Now I've never gone so red in my life. But like, I was in year 10, year 11 in secondary school, and performing in front of 1,000 people in this drama performance, front of stage, having performed on the same stage as like big bands and comedians and stuff like that. I was well proud of myself. That was absolutely amazing.
That's an interesting kind of show, like just a compilation of Steven Spielberg movies. That's cool.
It was like a massive like secondary school project sort of thing, where loads of different secondary schools sent like groups to go and perform at this like medley, and obviously I was picked to go with this specific group from my school, and I like to go and perform. And we picked Steven Spielberg's medley. There was like other ones for other directors and stuff like that. I think there was some for
Martin Scorsese would be a dark one.
No, there was what's his name? The one that did he was a nutter. He was absolutely batshit crazy in that lot.
What movies did he do?
I'm trying to think. I can see it, but I can't think of it. It had John Travolta in, Samuel L. Jackson in.
Oh, Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, that was somebody did sort of thing like that sort of thing. One had George Lucas. There was loads of different ones that had all their different musics in them, and they did like perform different scenes and stuff like that sort of thing. I think obviously Indiana Jones was the best.
I mean, just to be a part of an Indiana Jones fight would be really cool.
Honestly, it was so good as well. He was only I'm 5'11". Back then I was probably 5'7", 5'8", and he was probably the same size as Eleanor now. And he's like a little guy facing a big guy, and he does the whole punch. I go down like a sack of spuds, and then we like pretend to hold somebody else, and then when the music lifts up again, they stamp on my foot. So I'm like jumping away, and I'm like, proper like a choreographed fight scene, but done in a comedic sort of style as well, sort of thing, which is so cool. Well proud of doing that. Brilliant.
Nice.
So the next one, what is a game you've completed but would go back to time and time again just to play?
Spider-Man, the first one.
I knew you was going to say that. I knew you was going to say that.
I've gone through it like, I don't know, 5 or 6 times, like from start to finish and done all the side stuff and all of that.
So you wouldn't do Spider-Man 2 then? You'd just do Spider-Man 1?
I would, like, I've done Spider-Man 2 maybe 3 or 4 times, but that Spider-Man 2018, like, nothing compares to that feeling of playing that game for the first time and experiencing that. Like that's a big moment of my life personally.
Did you do the DLCs when they first come out, or did you do them years later?
I haven't done them at all.
Have you not done them at all?
No, I like watched the like the cinematics on YouTube after, but I never bought them. Like I wanted to, but just never got to it. Or like they were, I know at one point they were stupid expensive. It made no sense why they were that expensive, and then just never got them.
Okay, I say if you've got the game from, is it PS4, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you've got the PS4 game, you can upgrade it to on PS5, and you can get the DLCs for like $5 for all of them.
Okay.
That's literally what I did with my PS, because obviously I had the PS4 game that lot.
But you had the remastered one, right?
Yeah, the remastered Ultimate, wherever it is now.
So I just have the standard one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if it does the same thing for the standard
I would have thought
edition.
so, to be honest. And have a try of it tonight. Pop it in, just see what you can do and have a look. Because honestly, I got mine for, I swear it's about $5 when I put it in. When I did the series on the channel,
yeah.
I got it all with that sort of with it like for $5. I thought, sod it, I might as well just do that and sort of thing. And honestly, it is well worth having a go, because I absolutely loved it. To be honest, now I didn't think I was going to be too bothered about it, but they are really good DLCs now. And same, just gutted we're not getting any for the second one. Absolutely.
Yeah,
gutted.
that still doesn't make any sense.
No,
it just either they're saving all that for Spider-Man 3, or it's just they're forgetting about all those like ends that could be like tied up somewhere else.
It's
missed opportunity.
Yeah, massively. So frustrating. Have you got any board games or tabletop games you like to enjoy playing?
Oh wow, I haven't I've got a collection from when I was little, but I haven't gone back to those in a long time.
No.
I don't know. There's one called Trouble. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
Oh, never heard that. No.
It's like you've got these pegs on a circular board, and there's like a die in the middle.
All right, okay.
And you push down on the canister, and the die flips, and then you move around the entire circle and trying to get back to where you started and try to fill in all the spots.
Yeah, that's called something different over here. Eleanor, that's the
one where it's
the Minions
like
one.
round.
Yeah, he's got the little button. It
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
we have the Minion one too.
Yes.
Oh no, we had not the Minions one. It was a Star Wars one.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what it's called.
What's it called?
I don't know.
Did you tell Nate you've just been playing that today?
Yeah, we were playing that today at Breakfast Club.
I can't. Oh, that's good.
That's
yeah,
like one of the
that.
first board games I had was that one.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we like to do a bit of Monopoly, don't we, when we get a chance?
Yeah, that one too. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was with a mother, we had Simpsons, Marvel,
We have Star Wars one.
Did we have Star Wars? I think we had Star
we had
Wars
Star
one.
Wars.
So yeah, Star Wars, Leicester City, obviously, because we'll get onto that in a minute. Loads of different Monopoly ones. And then we had, right, it sounds bad, but it's not that bad, really. Explain to him what game you got me to play the other day. That card game we played in the arcade shop, in the arcade cafe.
Exploding Kittens.
Oh, I've heard of that. I've never played it, but I've heard of it.
It's fun, but
It's
bad.
fun. So, basically, there's cards where it says Exploding Kittens, and if you have a green card that says Diffuse on it, you place that, and then the Exploding Kitten goes back in the pile of
The deck sort of thing.
And you just have to keep on going until the next person gets an Exploding Kitten, and if you've got an Exploding Kitten again and you don't have any Diffuse, you lose the game and the other person wins.
She loves it. She absolutely loves it.
Yeah, but that isn't my favourite game.
That was huge when I was in elementary school.
Well, not
Oh, was
board
it?
game.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it until she showed me that. I was like, right, go on then. It sounds a bit cruel, but all right. So, what's your favourite board game?
It's not really a board game, but Uno.
Oh, Uno, yeah, you do.
That
like
one's a
Uno,
classic.
don't
I
you?
have that one downloaded on my phone.
Yeah. Right, well, and speaking of sports, what is the biggest sporting achievement you've seen your team achieve?
So I'm more of an NFL guy, which is
Yeah.
American football, and my favorite team is the New York Giants. So they, for a long time, like the last time they won the championship was 2011,
Oh, okay.
and they've been shit since then. Like this past year, the regular season ended a couple of weeks ago. They were 3-14.
Right, okay.
So
Well,
not
I don't
not
know what
good.
that means. I'm presuming it's that
Three
four-
wins and 14 losses.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear, okay. Yeah,
So-
yeah.
It's not great, but yeah, that's either like they won in 2011 and they won in 2007.
Oh, right. Oh, so it's proper distance while since they've actually achieved it.
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
because they've like
okay.
they like changed the entire team, the coaching staff and the manager.
damn.
All of that is completely different, and yeah, it's not good right now.
But you, at least you've seen them win in 2011. How would you in 2011 then?
I was 7, and then I
Oh,
was
damn, so-
I don't remember watching in 2007, but I would have been 3 when it happened.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, so you've still seen them and experienced that triumph from winning that one.
Yeah.
Well, like I say, our biggest achievement, because I'll make you a Leicester City fan if it kills me, is Leicester City winning the English Premier League in 2016. That lot.
Okay.
A 5,000. It was the odds were for us to win it were 5,000 to 1. You had better odds at finding Elvis alive or aliens than Leicester City winning. The
How
Premier
was
League
that
in
possible?
Exactly.
I'm not
exactly
even a
that
Leicester
lot.
City fan.
You are a Leicester City fan. I'll kill you.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm more ice hockey fan than.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you like ice hockey, didn't you?
So the ice hockey team here hasn't been good for a long time either. So
But Leicester's not got ones. That's why I'm not an ice hockey fan. I just disown her when she goes on about ice hockey. That whatever you're talking about the traitors here. I don't like it. No.
The ice hockey that we have, well, not in Leicester, it's in Nottingham.
Yeah, we don't talk about Nottingham. No.
We don't. Well, they are not even doing that good there. We had the other day or the other week, some dude died there.
Oh no, yeah, that was last year.
Well, last year.
Yeah. So what happened was somebody.
Well, the team that we hate
Yeah, there's a team they hate.
over, and his shoe came up and it cut the guy's
oh
neck.
my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the
Oh,
ice.
I
On the
remember
ice.
hearing about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his mum and his parents were all in like the crowd, and they did memorial jerseys, and they're like now really hard to get. Like you cannot get them anywhere.
I remember hearing about that. Like,
Yeah.
there's so many
Bad.
times
It
where it
was
looks
bad.
like you can easily get your head cut off with the
Yeah.
skates.
And
But-
this one time actually, that's what happened.
Yeah.
But it's in Nottingham. It's like Nottingham's like a rival city to Leicester, so we don't talk about Nottingham. She can go and do the silly ice hockey, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
but it's like this team that did that to that
Sheffield.
man. No,
yeah, it was
yeah.
Sheffield, weren't it?
Yeah, it
Sheffield that you didn't
they've
like.
done it before. So I
Yeah,
think,
but they've not killed somebody before.
No,
haven't they?
but
Bloody hell.
like
Jesus, where?
they've hurt somebody before.
Yeah, they've hurt somebody before. Yeah.
And
Jesus
like
Christ.
if they do it again, I'm
just-
pretty sure they're
Yeah,
done.
okay, right. Quick. Take her off it quick. Take her off it, Jesus.
Was that your last question?
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we'll move on to mine. My first one. What is the last movie you saw in theaters?
Oh, in theatres, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Really?
Midnight screening, yeah. Midnight screening that long.
That's quite a long time.
Yeah, we're not really ones. If there's something that we really want to go and see, obviously we'll go and see it, sort of thing. But since Deadpool and Wolverine, there's not really been anything we've really like. Oh, we need to go and see
Dude,
that.
Craven. Come on. Craven.
Oh yeah. Oh no, Venom. Well, I think Venom: The Last Dance. I should obviously seen that.
Yeah, the last one I
Yeah,
saw
no.
was Nosferatu a couple of weeks ago.
See, now I've heard lots of really good things about it. Is it that good?
It's a masterpiece. Yeah.
Damn. Well, because it's William
Willem Dafoe.
Dafoe. That's
Yeah.
and he plays it brilliantly, doesn't he? Or something.
He's not Nosferatu, but he's in it.
I thought he was
Bill
Nosferatu.
Bill Skarsgård, the one that plays Pennywise, in the new It movies, he's Nosferatu, and he's like unbelievable.
Damn.
He's insane.
He's a good actor. He is.
Yeah.
He really is.
He also played Crow in The Eternals.
Did he?
Yeah, I didn't know
Jesus
that
Christ,
until
didn't
after I
realise
saw the
that.
movie. Yeah,
Oh my lord! I didn't even realise that. That was
just
beyond me. That
such a throwaway role for him.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Damn.
really good. I don't know if it's very approachable. Like it's very. I've seen a lot of people describe it as weird, just because of the way the director's style is.
Okay.
But it's really well done.
That's not bad. I want to go and see that, to be honest. That does look quite good, to be honest.
Yeah, it's not like scary. There are jump scares and it's kind of like unsettling, but it's not like a full on like horror movie or anything like that. Yeah.
Not bad. Well, our next film is Captain America. Just to throw it out there. Now. I said we're seeing that. You can roll your eyes as much as you want. We're seeing that, and I will try. Not every time she says. Every time I go to cinemas with her, I always cry. Apparently in the film, so I'm going to try. I don't.
He always cries. He's like, and I was one time. I looked over at him to see what he was doing because all I heard was, and all I saw was his face was drenched.
That was because it was. That was because it was Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Okay, that's understandable. That's
Your
understandable.
face was just drenched in water.
No, it was drenched. It was a bit red.
It was just water everywhere. I went to go grab I can't remember what it was. I think it was my Coke because it was cold. And I wished over at you to get it, and your coat was wet, and I was just like, "Why is it wet?" And he's like,
"See what I have to put up with."
I was
bullying,
crying, and I was just like, "It's literally just Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't cry for anything."
You bully, absolute bully.
All right, we'll move on.
Yeah, let him continue. Let him continue.
If you could meet anyone from the MCU, like an actor or director, who would you want to meet?
Oh God! Right, the two that come to. Well, I don't know because
If he doesn't say one that I think he would say, I'm going to be really angry.
There's three. Right, there's three. Because I can't pick from any of them, sort of thing. So the first one, Chris Evans, straight away in that lot. My boy, he's my Captain America. I'd literally just I'd probably cry, but I wouldn't know what to say to him because he's just brilliant at that lot, sort of thing. Second one, and I definitely would cry at this one, is Stan Lee. If he was still with us, bless him, I'd just say thank you, and he's God, and I'll just bow down to him, sort of thing. Honestly, if it wasn't for him, And then the third one is Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Because I just want to see that, the wit and just the aura coming off him. And again, if it wasn't for him, none of this would be here and that sort of thing. So again, I just want to say thank you to him. And I'll be here. Them three, I just.
Yeah, for me, I'd have to say definitely Stan Lee is up there. Definitely one. Another one, Chadwick Boseman. Would have loved to. Have met him. That's. Yeah, still hits me every time you think about that. What could have been, and now they're thinking about recasting him too.
I know. Yeah, I noticed that sort of thing.
Unless you use it in Secret Wars to bring in the next T'Challa, I don't see the point in recasting him now when you're going to reboot later.
Yeah, exactly. There's literally no proper thought process behind that. I just don't get it. I'll be very interested to see where Denzel Washington's going to come into it for this new third Black Panther film.
Yeah, I think he'll be a villain.
Surely he can't be T'Challa, not a chance. But then what sort of villain is he going to play? Because I can't even think of any villains he could play.
I know I mentioned one before, like when that news dropped. I think his name's Achebe.
Oh, okay.
He's like a dictator type character.
Oh no, I do remember you actually telling me. Yeah.
He was in one of the comics that I read, Black Panther one. Yeah. So Stan Lee, Chadwick Boseman, and definitely Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah.
And Tom Holland, I guess.
Yeah. No, I can't. It'd be there, but it'd be a bit lower down the list because there'd be loads of other people before I got to him. I got to admit.
All right, this next one's gonna be tough. Which is the better comic, Secret Invasion or Secret Wars 2015?
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh, that's like a rock and a hard place. That is Jesus wept.
I have an answer, but it wasn't a easy one. Like this one was tough.
No, that's really not an easy one because it's just two amazing, just fully impactful, like leads to so many things afterwards, sort of thing. I'm gonna have to say Secret Invasion. I'm gonna have to because it, for me, anyway, it had more of a lasting effect for me, sort of thing.
Okay.
And I've seen loads of iterations in it, from like games to mobile phone games to like the comics and like the little offshoots of it and stuff like that, sort of thing.
A shit TV show. Wait, what?
No, don't even get me started on that. we don't talk about that. We leave that. Leave that in the afterburner. No. But yeah, it's just Secret Invasion for me. That's the only thing that taints it. That is that show. Absolutely taints it.
What
So
happened
wrong.
to that show?
There was language that you do not need to hear, Eleanor.
Oh.
That's how bad that show was.
Yeah, for me, as tough as it is, like Secret Invasion was the first omnibus I ever had, and that like blew me away reading the story the first time. But reading Secret Wars 2015 and seeing Doctor Doom become God Emperor Doom and do all that, and him and Reed, that's some of the best Marvel storytelling that I've ever read. Like that is insanely good.
Now, do you know what one I'd put in between Secret Invasion and Secret Wars for myself anyway? Civil War.
Yeah, I can't say the same about that, but
I'd put that in between. I'd put Secret Invasion, Civil War, Secret Wars. That's what it'd be for me, anyway. Because again, with Secret Invasion as well, in that law, again, I've seen so many iterations. Seeing Cap get assassinated, that bleeding killed me. That did.
Yeah.
Again, all the offshoots and like Spider-Man revealing identity and all the ramifications after that sort of thing. It just again, such a strong, impactful comic book series. It just.
You cried when Cap died.
I always cry when Cap dies, right? I can't help it, right? It's like Dobby as well. I did that as well, right?
Wait, what Dobby?
I cried when Dobby died.
In Harry Potter?
Yes.
Dobby never died.
Yes, he did. He got stabbed.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
that was his oldest film.
next one. Kind of random, but valid question. What makes a really good sandwich?
Oh, right. Here we go. For me, I'm a basic person. Don't do any sauces, nothing. For me, decent bread, no crust, can't stand crusts, thin layer of butter, and then you're either having ham or take the butter off and you're just having it with jam. They're the only two sandwiches I ever have.
That's it.
That's it. I can't do any other sandwiches that lot. Nothing. I don't do sauce. I don't do like your salad. I don't do onions. Nothing. Ham or jam. Basic as anything. Honestly, I can't.
Yeah, for me that's nothing.
Exactly. For everybody else, they'd look at me really weird. Like when I go to work and have my sandwiches at work, they're looking at me like, "Does that fill you up?" I was like, "Yes, it does. Thank you very much. 4 sandwiches, a baked packet of crisps. I'm done. Thank you." Everybody else, they're looking at me like, "Where is anything in that? That is just nothing in that sandwich." I'm like, "It does me perfectly fine. Thank you very much. I'm all right with it. You go and sod off.
All right. Well, interesting answer. Final question.
Basic.
What are you most looking forward to in 2025?
Oof. Well, of anything.
Yep.
That's really tough because there's two things I'm really looking forward to. I'm hoping one's still in 2025. It's a game. The other is coming out in, I want to say March or April time, to be honest. But the first one that I know is definitely coming out soon, The Last of Us Season 2.
Oh, I still haven't seen the trailer for that. I keep forgetting about that.
Honestly, it looks phenomenal. I cannot wait for that at all. If they do it how they did the second game and have something that happens, no spoilers or anything, but if they have something that happens right at the beginning of that series, oh my lord, people are going to be in tears. It's going to be gruesome.
I've already had it spoiled for me.
Oh, what? You please tell me you played the game.
I haven't.
Oh.
Yeah. Because when I know it's when they released images for it, and there's this random, I'll say idiot on Twitter that quote tweeted the images from a source I follow that said, everyone's going to go crazy when this happens.
Oh, no.
And I was like, really? Like, you're going to do that right when the images are released and spoil that for who knows how many people.
Oh, what a tit.
Yeah.
Why? What? That's one of the biggest things that happen in the game.
Yep.
You don't want it. Obviously, people that know the game like myself now, we know that what's coming and we know it's going to be heart-wrenching. But the people that don't know what's coming in the game, why would you do that?
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
There's so many people that haven't, too.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. They'll only watch it because of the series now, and they'll watch it because of, what's his name? Mr. Fantastic.
Pedro Pascal.
They'll only watch it because of him, because of how well he does. And then you're going to spoil it. Oh, what a tit.
Yeah.
What an absolute tit. But the other thing is the Captain America Black Panther game.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
1943.
But I'm hoping, is it definitely, what I've heard so far, it's definitely still in 2025, isn't it?
As far as I know, yes.
Because it's like...
But we don't know when.
Yeah. Well, what I heard rumours of, it's like middle to the end of the year sort of thing.
I'd expect it to be then, yeah.
Yeah, what I've heard, sort of thing, around like, not around near the Game Awards, because that's normally December, November time, but like September, October time I've heard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to seeing how they do that, because it's, what's his name from The Walking Dead that plays Black Panther, isn't it? The voice and everything.
Carrie Payton? Is that him?
I think that's what his name is, yeah.
Let's see.
I think so. But yeah, how he like sounds as the Black Panther sounds phenomenal on that last. So I'm really
Carrie Payton. He played Ezekiel in Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to how he portrays him as Black Panther in the game, because it looks phenomenal. It sounds brilliant. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that game. Gameplay on the channel soon when it comes out.
Yeah, that's one I'm definitely playing day one. Like, if the game looks as good as the first trailer was, like those graphics, it's gonna be insane.
It's gonna be phenomenal.
Yeah,
absolutely phenomenal.
So yeah, that's all the questions I had.
That's it.
That was a long segment. Jeez.
Yeah, I told you. I knew mine was going to be a real topic enhancing to really get stuff out. But yeah.
Yeah. So I guess.
And then it doesn't help with somebody debating and having a go at me, picking on me, being a bully.
Well, you cry at every movie, so.
I know something that you'll cry at in Captain America. I'm not going to say what though.
What, in the new one?
Yeah. I'm not going to say anything.
Oh God, don't! If I cry again to her in that last, I'm never going to hear the end of it. I want to do the thing on the channel. I'll do the short on the channel to say what my first reaction were. She'll be there, and he's like, "I told you to cry again. I told you to cry again."
Yep.
Oh, don't, please, Eleanor. I'm begging you.
Do you know what? I might think about it this time. If you don't cry.
All right. Well, I guess that's it.
All you have to do is don't cry.
He's trying to do the outro. It's quiet for a man, bless him.
So that's all we got today. We did our Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man preview. So that'll be coming up next week. we'll be reviewing that when it's all over, because I don't think it'll make a ton of sense to do like a weekly like kind of recap of what happened and all that. We'll wait until it's fully done. And yeah, I guess next week we will do a Captain America preview, because that will come out the week after that. So I think that makes the most sense to cover Captain America after that, after this comes out. So yeah, if that's all we've got, then thank you everyone for watching. Again, make sure to subscribe to our channels, Thwip Media and Marvel Mad. Join the Discord server and subscribe to the Project Assemble YouTube channel. Everything's linked below, and we will see you in the next episode.
See you in a bit, guys. Thank you very much. So bye.